30, 32.
Okay. At your age, do you feel like dating has become easier or harder for you?
It's honestly stupid.
What's the difference between now and then?
It's harder to meet people who have the same interests as you. Because as a woman, the older you get, the more serious you get.
Yeah.
But men don't match that energy.
Do you think it's because men are becoming more successful as they age and they have their pick of the little?
No.
I think they're becoming stupider, to be honest.
Or do you think that they're just going for younger women?
I don't think it has anything to do with age.
No, I think it's that men have discovered that they don't need to try as hard to want to win a woman's heart. And it's sad because there are a lot of women out there who will settle for that, and that's fine. We won't settle for that. So if you don't bring your A game, you're just really not getting.
How old are you ladies?
30.
32.
Okay. At your age, do you feel like dating has become easier or harder for you?
It's honestly stupid.
What's the difference between now and then?
It's harder to meet people who have the same interests as you. Because as a woman, the older you get, the more serious you get.
Yeah.
But men don't match that energy.
Do you think it's because men are becoming more successful as they age and they have their pick of the little?
No.
I think they're becoming stupider, to be honest.
Or do you think that they're just going for younger women?
I don't think it has anything to do with age.
No, I think it's that men have discovered that they don't need to try as hard to want to win a woman's heart. And it's sad because there are a lot of women out there who will settle for that, and that's fine. We won't settle for that. So if you don't bring your A game, you're just really not getting.
How old are you ladies?
Okay, we're going to end this right here, this little discussion that you just heard. The reason why these two women here, let me put both of them in the screen here.
30.
Okay. Now, these women here, one of them is 30, the other one is 32. These women here are pretty much let down by certain men because, when these two women here, when they was, in their prime, 18 or sometime, or 17, 18, 19, in their 20s and stuff like that, they wasn't taking life seriously. They was having fun. They was a lot of older guys was picking them, and they felt good with all the attention they was receiving from these older guys. They were getting in the club free. These guys were paying for their drinks, and they were, they will pick and choose who they want to lay down with. And then when they get into a relationship, they'll lie and say, well, I only been with no more than about 3-4 people. I can count all the guys I've been with on one hand. That's their favorite saying, But when a woman in her teens and 20, she having her fun. A guy in his teens and 20s, he's not having as much fun with the women like the women are having fun with the older men, because quite naturally, younger women like older men that are somewhat, that are stable, house, car, job, and don't mind spending that money on them and giving them gifts and stuff like that. When they was in they prime, 17, 18, 19, they 20, 21, 22, or when they was virgins or whatever, they didn't want to settle down with that first guy they kissed or the first guy they laid down with in high school or in college or whatever. Once they got that taste of attention and them guys were spending that money, they went berserk. They didn't want to be trustworthy with the man that they were with. They snuck off and got with other men, and then you got Esau backing them up, telling them that you can do whatever you want? Can no man tell you what to do? Can no man hold you back? Can no man control you? So this society have given the wicked, that this society have given our women. Now I don't know, of these women, bloodline or whatever, but they look like Edomites, and this is mainly pertaining to our women. When they was, like I said again, when they was virgins, young women, childbearing years, they didn't want to be settled, with one guy. They wanted to get out there and get with this guy and get with that guy. And it wasn't meant for a woman to be promiscuous like that. She's supposed to, learn from her mother, learn from her father, that you should get with one guy, and that's it, one guy for the rest of your life. It tell you that in Romans 7:1. And if she get with one husband, one man, that's it. If that man died, then she can move on to the second. But this hot girl summer, you can do what you want to do. Girls' night out, having fun, going to, strip club for free and all this and that. Now you reach the age where these young girls, they, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, up to 25, are replacing you. And them older guys are not looking for you like they were. And the guys your age in their 30s, 32 or whatever, they're not pretty much taking you serious, or, they looking at the young women. And when those guys that was your age when you was in your 20s and stuff like that, you wouldn't give them guys a chance because they wasn't established. Now that they reach a point in their life where, they're taking their job seriously, they got a mortgage, they got car note, they got things going on, they can now, stand on their own 2 feet and make a nice living. Now you want them to take it seriously, but you don't want them to have their fun. Now that they got the money and they able to pick and choose what woman they want to take home, and they don't want no relationship, because now they're having their fun. You saying that the older the man get, the more stupid? No, he just doing the same thing you did. When you was young, he had all the attention and everything was going smooth with you, and every, you enjoyed it, while the guys your age, pretty much had, he probably had a little something here and there, but you had more attention, more fun than he did. And he had a struggle to get to where he at. Now that he's at the point to where he's at in life, he's making money, his career's going off well. Now he has to pick up the litter of these young girls, or, mid-aged women or whatever, because there are some attractive middle-aged women. But the thing is, they are not taking women like these here, seriously, because now they got all the attention, they got the power, the money. Now, they are driving these nice cars and stuff like that, and they know that that triggers these young girls. And these middle-aged women, they are in fear of these young girls, because they know that they are getting older and these young girls are taking over, and these older women are jealous of these young girls. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of these nighttime on the scene club going girls, they got to put on a lot of makeup, they got to put on expensive weave, they got to put on some stuff that make them look younger and to stay on the market. So these older women are in competition with the younger women, and it ain't nothing but a cycle. Guess what? Those younger women that didn't want to deal with their same age, 17-year-old boyfriend when they were 17. They didn't want to, deal with them. They wanted to, deal with the next man because he had money and power. Hey, and she gonna deal with him. And then when she get up in her 30s, mid 30s or 40s, whatever, she gonna be mad at a lot of those men that her age or a little bit older because they don't want to take them seriously. They want them young girls that are fresh, fresh meat. I mean, I don't know what person wants want to go to the store and just get some old meat, but that's the way it is. When a man have his time to shine, women don't like that. Just like, a lot of men, a lot of young teenagers, guys, they see that these girls, 18, 19 years old, they got they getting they shine in, they partying, going in free, the clubs and whatever, concerts, whatever, going backstage to hang out with these rappers, hang out with these old, thugs and stuff like that. They love it. This is what they like. But when it comes time to a guy that didn't have all the glory, all the women around him, when he was younger, now that he's settled, now he got all these women showing him love, and he getting all the let's say all that hot box. He ain't gonna turn around and settle down for just no one woman just because she now seriously and she want to get in a relationship. Hell, don't you know a woman that claimed to be serious, a woman that claimed to want a relationship and get serious, don't you know she can still fuck you over? Yeah, you get with one and she end up getting pregnant or whatever, then she missed that nightlife. Or she feel that I can get somebody, better. And then she put your ass on child support, and then she go with some other guy that's already, that probably more stable than you. Might be a little bit older, but now she looking at that mean green. She looking at that safety net with that money, So it's one scripture I want to go to, which is knock some of this stuff out. That's why it's good before you get on your phone, do a video, clean out some of the stuff that you were looking at. And this is the biggest of the problem right here with a lot of women that's in those club scene trying to keep up with the young women and stuff like that, And this also pertains, with a man having another woman, a lot of these women jealous of another woman. And I think, no, this is, go back to Ezekiel 26. Now, this is pertaining to a man having another woman, and women. A lot of women don't like a man having another woman. But also it pertains to these older women that's in competition with the younger women. Also, it can be with the mother and the daughter. The mother might see a young man, might be around her age, a little bit younger or a little bit older. And the daughter might like him too, and they jealous of each other. And the older woman, she jealous of the young because she's more young, she's tender, everything is perky on her, her breast just right, her moon back there, her backyard is thick. There's no, what you call, cellulite, and she just fit. Her mom might be sagging. Now you got some mothers out there that's still holding tight, but majority of them, they sag. And that's just over time. We all ain't gonna stay the same. But if you got your pick, you at the prime of your life as a man, and you're gonna get something that's gonna be, young and tender. Now you ain't gonna be no fool. Hopefully you ain't gonna be no fool just get anything young and tender and she just wild and stupid. Now she young and tender and she respectful and and she just like the regular average woman, here in America, you're gonna pick that young woman rather than that older woman. That's just how it is. But the older woman, you just going to pretty much just use her as a as gun range paper. You just gonna shoot, and then have your way and fun with it. Then you're gonna want a new paper. So Ecclesiastes 26:6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scorn of the tongue which communicate with all. So, this woman here, she's jealous. The older woman, well, mainly women in general are jealous of other women anyway. But most definitely, when it come down to a older woman and the man that she want to have, he ain't listening, he ain't trying to settle down because he playing in the same field as you once played, but opposite team. So you can have your fun, which you're not supposed to deal with multiple men. So there's a punishment and judgment that the Heavenly Father going to put on you. But a man that have the right through Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai to have multiple women, he can't do it. He's stupid. He's not on the same plan. Yeah, you're right. He ain't on the same plan field you. He having his fun just like you did. Now that you run down, now you want to say that we the problem. Boy, I'm telling you, these women here. But, hey, it's going to be a time in Jacob trouble, you ain't going to care about him dealing with a younger woman. As they claim, they say they not worried about. Yeah, okay. Like I said, both these women here.
How old are you, ladies?
30. 32.
Now both of them, they're not Salakia. They're not overweight. They still can pretty much get somebody, but the way they want their man to be, hey, it's going to be his way, not your way, and that's what they don't like. When they was young, they was having it their way. Oh, daddy, can I have this? And if she said no to something and really meant it and didn't give a damn or whatever, it didn't bother her because she had other men that she can get it from. She want $1,000 for somebody gonna give her $1,000. If she want to go on the trip, some guy, some simp is going to take on the trip. So she didn't have no restraints. But as she get older, those guys ain't going to care. Well, shit, you going on down the street, who cares? You nothing now. You nothing. But when you were young, you was something. But you waste that in the world. You waste that on multiple guys. And their body count is up there. And guys know it. Guys know it. So now you want somebody to take you serious when you played, And but I tell you this here, during the time of Jacob trouble, you ain't gonna be worrying about this guy dealing or having a younger woman. You ain't gonna care anything about that. You gonna go by his way and his way only. Cause in Jacob trouble, it will be literally, it said 4 men would take on 1 woman. That's just a number. It might be more. It's gonna be more. For most men, if you got an appetite, and also it's due to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, he's gonna give you the amount of women that you can handle. But if you got an appetite for a lot of women, for me personally, hey, if I have let's say, a likeness to a lot of women, you know, especially when I was younger, you know. But it says here, Isaiah 4:1, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. So, you know, these women during time of Jacob trouble, you know, they ain't gonna be concerned about be real with me and you know, quit acting like a child and be mature and stuff like. No, you gonna even if that man might be a little silly or whatever. Hey, you're gonna take heed to what he tell you to do. And he might tell you go in there and cook. He might have the young woman. He might be working on that young woman in the bed while you know, in there cooking and cleaning for him. You ain't gonna mind doing that because you gonna want that salvation. He's gonna be, as they say, we call it a covert from the tempest. What is Isaiah 12 and 13? No, Isaiah 13 and 12 or something like that. Well, this is a good one here. I will make man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedges of Ophir. So during that time, man gonna be more precious than gold. You know, he gonna be able to give you water. He gonna be able to give you food. He gonna be able to give you that security, that protection that a woman desire and need. You know, you ain't gonna want for nothing when you are under the hand of the man of the Lord. You ain't gonna be in power. He is during time of Jacob trouble. By you calling him stupid, calling the men of the world stupid because they don't want to settle down with you. Hey, that's his choice. But I'm telling you, during the time of Jacob trouble, you ain't gonna be worried about him wanting to settle down and stuff. You're gonna try to jump on his back out of fear, and you gonna do what he tell you to do. Let me find that scripture for as a tempest, as a covert. I think it's 32. Yeah, Isaiah 32:2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as river of water in dry places, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So, you know, this is like 3 different situations right here. A man will be a covering from the wind, from the destruction, you know, of what's going to be going on during the time of Jacob trouble. He's going to be your cover. He's going to be your protection. As river of water in a dry place, you're going to be maneuvering around from place to place, trying to find water. Without that man of Yahweh Bashim Ashai, you're going to be like in the desert trying to find water. But with him, he's going to give you water. You know, he's going to quench your thirst due to the power of Yahweh Bashim Ashai. You know, and also the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You out in the middle of nowhere. Let's say you out in West Texas somewhere, you know, and they don't holler hell in the trees out there in West Texas. You know, they do have trees out there, don't get me wrong, but for as trying to find shade, like, you know, trees in your neighborhood, whatever, because out in West Texas, you know, they have, you know, trees that probably no more than about 5-6 feet high. You know, like, ain't nothing pretty much like a bush, you know. But you're going to be looking for that shadow out of that sun, that covering out of that hot sun. You know, you're going to want covering from Esau drones from flying over, spotting your tail, and deleting you. You're going to want that covering from that elect man. You know? So, you know, women that think like these two here, let me get
What's the difference between?
like these two? Keep on. You ladies of Judah, you know, or Jerusalem, Israel, keep on thinking like these women here. You're going to see You're gonna see during time of Jacob Trouble all that boss talk. You know, all that big talk, because you got Esau Edom protecting you, and you got sense protecting you, you know, giving you what you want. Right now, you know, you on, as them old folks say, you know, you in high cotton. That's an old saying. You in high cotton. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right here. I just had to do a little something on this little video here. All right, well, see you on the next lesson. Shalom.